Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello! Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this video. This is Ashamoji TV. My name is Asha, and this is where I like to watch, react, and share my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. I'm sure you can tell that I repeat this quite often, but hey, I gotta keep in mind there are new viewers coming in, coming out here and there when it comes to my channel. Hence the repetition, but yeah. So, now that you know who I am, what this channel is all about, in this video I am going to press play on episode 5 from the 3rd season of Fringe. This one is titled Amber 31422. So, I guess we're going to find out the origins of the Amber Alert? No. I know we're not going to do that. Well, if we do, it'll be pretty interesting. But I guess we're going to explore the whole thing with how the other side, well, now I'm told to call it the red verse, and I guess because they show that red theme or red coloring when we dived into the other side. So I'm going to try to remember that, but if I forget, I'll just say alternate universe, just because it's going to take time to get used to some of this lingo. But yeah, so the red verse, they have shown in previous episodes this season that they have things encased in amber, excuse me. And so I presume we're going to then touch on more details about that. And so I'm looking forward to seeing more. This season is, it's interesting. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but I also don't mean it in a super positive way. It really depends where they're going. I haven't been shy about relaying my honest feelings of awkwardness and reservation, more or less, about Peter and faux Olivia. And that stems from my, I think, natural emotional attachment to Olivia and sentimental attachment to the idea of Olivia and Peter together and not this Olivia and Peter. But as I said in my previous reaction video, I am going to make a concerted effort to keep an open mind that the writers, being as good as they are, the showrunners, what they're of, they're going to give me perhaps a valid reason to see why the faux Olivia relationship with Peter has significance or meaning or whatever. That will serve the story. That will serve the story aside from just being a really cool, dramatic plot line. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to get ready to press play, and here is the condensed version of my reaction for you.
Please accept my apologies for the poking and prodding, Agent Dunham.
Mr. Secretary.
You look well.
I am. Good as new.
Did you get the dossier I sent over?
Yes, sir. So you really believe that the other Olivia Dunham can cross between universes?
It would appear so. Thus far, we've developed some means of our own, but each of them has dangerous side effects. But seems their Olivia can travel between worlds safely, which is the real reason you're here today.
And the only reason she's kept alive, it seems.
But with your permission, we'd like to put you through a series of experiments to see if we're right. I'm sure you understand what this would mean to our cause. We'd be able to defend ourselves against the other side. But I know you've been through a lot, Olivia. So if you're not up to it, you should just say so.
I don't think she'd tell him if she wasn't. Gosh, John Noble's acting is amazing. In his stillness, he's so frightening as that Walternate.
You can take as many pills as you want.
No!
I'm not going anywhere.
You're not here.
It's like her Jiminy
I
Cricket.
understand why you agreed to take the test. You just want things to go back to normal. To be the Olivia that you think you should be, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Because you're not their Olivia. And you can keep on telling yourself that you're fine, but you're not fine. You're not sleeping. And I'm not a lingering symptom. You can't ignore me.
Okay, yeah. Alright, here we are with the Amber stuff. cutting through it.
Alright, easy. Got it? Careful.
Oh my god. There's like no security around. Just cutting through this stuff. Oh. Hey! Oh! Ah! Is it?
It's not breathing.
I know this actor's a twin.
Give me the
Is it
syringe. Give me the syringe.
just him or him and his brother? I'll check later.
Come on.
Ah. So they can revive them?
Come on. Come on.
Well, there's the security.
We gotta move. Breathe. Come on, breathe. Come on. Okay, come on. You okay?
So they might as well try to save as many as they can, right? But they may not have time with the cops on the way. Okay.
Well done. Oh, God. Here.
Shh.
Pull. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, okay, that's the protocol. Oh no! Oh my god!
He's my brother. No, please. Don't leave me.
Oh! And he helped him get him out! Yikes! That's like the perfect definition of SOL, for real.
Homemade laser knife.
It's clean. There's no fingerprints.
Pretty sophisticated tech for looters.
Oh, you gotta hand it to them. No one's ever removed anything from the quarantine zone, yet they keep trying.
A lot of purses and wallets in there. Like Cary Grant said, stuff that dreams are made of.
Huh.
You got something?
I don't know yet. I'll be right back.
So no one's ever taken someone out.
So you're gonna bring me up to speed?
In 1989, these isolated tears in the fabric of our universe began to increase in frequency. Some of them
Thank you.
expanded like micro black holes with devastating consequences. To contain these events, scientists designed a quarantine protocol using a chemical substance, Amber 31.
Okay, just fast forward. What are you looking
Okay, that's the name of the substance.
for? Right there, freeze it. Thanks. 4 years ago, this station was sealed. Now it looks like we have a new addition. Meet our thief.
Ah,
Must have gotten caught in the reseal.
Mark Wilner. Couple counts of
reseal.
burglary.
Okay.
You know, breaking into Amber seems awfully ambitious for a small-time crook.
Something tells me he wasn't after purses.
It's actually a great way to rob people. Can you imagine? Let's crack through this and grab the purse.
So this is where the powerful hide out.
Just those that need to do some thinking before they head home. Thank you for meeting.
He must have obsessed about Peter's disappearance.
When I first developed the Amber, the universe was degrading at an alarming rate. People were becoming afraid to leave their homes. And then there was the breach at Harvard Yard.
We hadn't contained it, half of Boston would have been swallowed up.
63 civilians were trapped in Amber that day. And over 100 since.
Harvard Yard, huh?
It's a tragic but a small price to pay for the greater good. People understand that.
But if they were to find out that the Amber victims could be removed and resuscitated, I'm afraid the outcry would be akin to revolt.
Quarantine victims are alive?
Theoretically. But to remove them would weaken the structural integrity of the Amber.
We'll recover them before anyone finds out, sir.
Olivia Dunham has agreed to submit to the tests developed by Science Division. As I've said, these tests are stressful. If she becomes unstable in any way...
If I see any unusual behavior, I'll let you know.
Nature doesn't recognize good and evil, Philip. Nature only recognizes balance and imbalance. I intend to restore balance to our world.
Play that God tune. It is a principle I struggle with every day.
Well, why would Fringe Division be appointed to investigate a robber?
Rose used some kind of device that allowed him to access the vaults without setting off the back alarms. But what it also did was cause molecular degradation.
Man-made breaches. We studied that case back at the academy. You guys had to quarantine, what, half a dozen areas?
One for every job Rose pulled. What I'm about to tell you is classified. The people entombed at Amber are in a state of suspended animation.
Sir,
I got the term right!
if people knew that their loved ones were still alive in
I
there...
understand that you're done. Which is why we need to recover Rose, whatever state he's in, as soon as possible. Get an apartment that was sealed after he was ambered. Start there.
I'm wondering if it's foreshadowing now more people trying to break through the amber, and that's going to be like a big panic situation. Okay, so both brothers are in this, I think.
Time to recover, Daniel.
I can't even tell them apart. I don't know which one's which.
I get ambered. Just leave me in there.
It's kind of a form of immortality if you think about it.
Two people who look exactly alike.
Well, two people who actually are the same person. It's not a twin situation.
Anybody recognize any of this stuff?
Some of it. Ion lasers, pneumo drills, some kind of gas. Looks like he was trying to build some kind of negative matter ring.
Okay, Mr. Wizard, some of us don't have a fancy degree.
High frequency vibrations. Which could weaken the atomic structure of the bank's walls. That would explain how Rose was able to get inside.
He walked through walls?
It's possible.
Okay, now I know you.
They have their version! Yeah, okay. I like that.
Go, now!
What was the name of that episode? I can't remember. Jeez, the bank robbery episode. Season 1. I'll let you guys remind me.
Olivia saved our lives. She had the bomb before it went off, and he had enough time to get out the apartment.
Good work, Agent.
Thank you, sir.
Did you ID the symbol on those tanks?
Ferrocene. It's a compound used in negative matter rings.
Oh, what did I say?
Did anyone ever tell you gloating isn't attractive?
Hold still, Agent Francis.
Oh, look at that. I love how they're showing all these interesting advancements. Where's the red pill? Symbology of that nowadays, that's interesting.
As soon as we're done, we're gonna go talk to Joshua Rose's brother. This is Agent Dunham.
What's going on?
What we're about to ask you is classified. It's about your brother Joshua. Any idea about his whereabouts?
4 years ago, you people told me that he was trapped in Amber. Tell me you were wrong.
We can't go into detail. But if we were wrong, would he contact you?
My brother ripped families apart, okay? Mothers and husbands trapped in Amber because of the crimes he committed. He'd know better than to contact me. Just because we look alike, it doesn't mean we have anything in common.
The parallel with full Olivia is interesting too.
Oh. Gotta go to the DOD. They're ready for me.
You sure you're up for this? I mean, you just started back to work.
Yeah. I can handle it. But thank you, Mom.
Mom.
I don't know how to say this, but you came to the bank to try to stop me, but you were too late. I mean, I didn't know. I couldn't know you were coming.
I swapped.
You knew you were trying to stop me from robbing a bank. I ended up stealing your life. But you're free now. It took me longer than I thought, but I never gave up.
Wow. Just when I thought the full Olivia and Olivia subtext was just superficial, it's right on the nose.
How are our boys?
They're so big, you're not gonna believe it, the times.
What a good brother. You really could have just left him there. I wonder if that means full Olivia might do the right thing. And save Olivia,
In the
maybe.
isolation tank, you'll be freed from sensory distractions. And so the part of your brain which enables you to travel between universes should be more accessible. And we will help the process along by giving you a number of psychotropic drugs.
There's a speaker in the tank, so you'll be able to hear us, and we'll be monitoring you closely.
Okay.
That looks so scary.
It's like riding a roller coaster at Coney Island, right?
This show, Olivia and tanks. She can't escape them. At least this one's more easy on the eyes, I guess, in a sense. Okay, never mind. I take that back. That's just as scary.
Olivia, can you hear me? We'll start the drugs now. Now we wait.
4 hours. Oh, goodness.
It's not working.
Increase the doses. 5,000 milligrams Neurontin, 2,000 Delavin.
Sorry,
Only those who risk going too far find out how far they can go.
Why does that sound familiar? Did he say that before?
Heart rate is 183, blood pressure is falling.
183? Oh, Lord. Snow globe. Lots of snow globes. So she... Oh my god, is she back?
Cameron. I told you not to touch anything.
Worked. Crossed over.
Alright, so that was like a quick minute. Okay, I did notice the I Love New York thing, and I think that was the clue that she was in that. Okay, I noticed it. Just know that I noticed it.
They know you can cross over. You've done it before. That's how you ended up here in the first place.
Hey.
Hi.
Mwah. Come in.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh, lunch. I'm sorry, it just slipped my mind. It's just been really hectic.
Olive, is everything okay?
I like how they call her Olive in this one.
And I keep
I knew a pair of twins in high school.
Nina and Gina. One of them was always so much brighter than the other one, but they both managed to get straight A's. I'll give you one guess how they did that.
Olivia.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Mom, I've gotta go. I'm sorry. Do you mind if you let yourself out? Sir, they switched.
Who?
The twins.
Oh, okay. That's the revelation she got from it.
You think Joshua Rose was pretending to be his brother?
I think the man we spoke to today committed those crimes. I think that they switched on us.
What is this about?
Oh, and he'll get caught.
Identical twins have the same DNA. Fingerprints and retinas are unique.
That's who he says he is. This is Matthew Rose.
Yeah, something's not right.
Dunham, it was just a hunch.
They switched again.
Liv.
I'll prove it to you.
Dunham.
She's 100% right, and we're just watching it along.
Okay, we went to your house yesterday. What did we talk about?
What?
At your house. What did we talk about?
Your partner did most of the talking. I told you how hard it was for me and my family when Joshua was robbing banks.
You told him. What we looked like, what we talked about. They're in it together. His brother told him.
Dunham.
They're messing with us. They switched.
Dunham. Outside.
Well, they need to prepare themselves for this eventuality.
Are you telling me that it's not in the realm of possibility that they took each other's place?
Look, even if you're right, we can't hold him on a hunch.
Colonel, you got a visitor upstairs.
That's very nicely done. I like how they did that.
Colonel Broyles, I'm not sure that you remember me.
Of course, Mr. Dunham. What can I do for you?
Olivia would be furious with me, but I think she went back to work too soon. She just hasn't been herself, and I'm worried that there's something wrong.
Yeah, she just told the guy who won't be able to do much about that.
Break-in in Langdon Chemical 2 weeks ago. Guess what they stole?
3 tanks of ferrocene.
Well, who uses ferrocene again?
So Joshua Rose is planning another heist. Sir?
Lee, go check it out. Take Francis.
Oh, don't do this to me. Please don't take me off the case.
I think you've been pushed too hard. Go.
Sir, I'm not crazy. I know I'm right about this.
Dunham.
If I could just follow it through.
Dunham, go home.
It's fascinating because, like, I'm seeing a mix of our Olivia and faux Olivia in her behavior, and it's so nicely performed with what I think Anna's trying to attempt to do.
Gotta go. They know. One of the agents she knows, man, she knows it was you who spoke to her at the house. We switched.
But they let you go?
Yeah.
Maddie, are you being followed?
I don't see anyone.
You wouldn't see anybody, that's the point.
What are we gonna do?
Just, run some errands.
Go get a cup of tea. Just don't come home yet. I need a couple hours to take care of this. How? Just do what I said.
Do you know what it was like for him? In the Amber, did he tell you? Well, he told me. He was aware of every moment. His mind was stuck in the last thought he had before he was trapped. His horrible feeling of fear and loss. Wondering about his family, how we would get along. Can you imagine that?
I have a plan.
What, you gonna rob a bank? One last score to get lost and stay lost, Joshua? If you really cared about him, you would turn yourself in, because that is the only way out of this.
She's not wrong, but who would want to do that? Astrid! Computer Astrid.
Agent Firstworth, would you mind taking a look at something for me? If Joshua Rose was about to hit another bank, where would it be, given his profile and MO?
I ran that scenario for Agent Lee an hour ago.
What assumptions did you make?
Assuming that Joshua Rose was taken out of the Amber, necessary parameters would include a subterranean vault, a minimum of $50,000, proper getaway routes.
Sorry, assuming that Joshua was removed from the Amber, we know that he was taken out of the Amber.
We know that someone was taken from the Amber. Joshua was a twin. There's a 50% chance that his brother was in Amber and that Joshua broke him out.
Okay, I think I spoke to Joshua yesterday. He was clearly ashamed. I mean, if he spent the past 4 years living with the guilt of trapping his brother in Amber, then he's not going to want to hurt people like that again.
Less human traffic, remote area, reduced collateral damage. That would narrow the list of likely targets down to three banks.
One way or the other, it's going to be a bank. Pretty much how the wife said it. If the ZFT group could see that. Gonna catch him red-handed. Nope. Gonna get zapped instead. Cool. I gotta pay attention to her wardrobe because I think she's even still wearing dark clothes despite her memory.
79% probability it was caused by Joshua Rose.
I need a location.
Riverdale Mutual, the Bronx.
Let's go, people.
She was right.
Who?
Agent Dunham.
Molecular degradation is increasing. Taking at a 200-meter quarantine.
Set a perimeter.
Best way in is through the main entrance.
I want 3 canisters in the main lobby. A 3-point spread with dispersion tubes to the basement and the second floor.
My goodness, you'd think this whole entire universe would be ambered at the rate things are going.
If she's in, it's a class 2 breach. We have to seal it before we lose this whole block.
5 minutes. Give us 5 minutes.
You got 3.
I meant the whole city, not the whole universe.
What are you doing here? I found the blueprints. I realized what you're up to, and I can't let you do this again.
These two get ambered together.
Where are your tools? Unless they think they have me, they'll never stop. There's no way. If I turn myself in, they'll figure it out. They'll know I wasn't on in the amber. They'll take you. You're the only person alive that survived quarantine. They'll experiment on you for the rest of your life. You know that. Maddie. Matt, you gotta go. I'm not taking your life twice. Josh. No. Matt. Let me do this one good thing.
Good on you. That's good. That's great.
Quarantine protocol complete. One casualty. Joshua Rose. Let's clean up and go home. Then I'm going back. Are you aware of how many protocols you broke? Good work.
Thank you, Colonel.
He's proud of that Olivia now, too. At least he'll see her now as an asset to his team instead of a liability, as he thought she would be.
We found your brother, and I'm sorry to say he was caught in a quarantine protocol last night.
Where?
Riverdale Mutual, in the Bronx. He was attempting to break in.
Oh, thank you for telling me, Agent.
I'm sorry. True or false? I take this to my lab, got them to run this skin sample, then tell me this was from a man who spent the past 4 years in amber.
Hey Dad, Mom needs you to stick the steaks on the grill.
Okay, buddy.
She won't do it, though.
Have a good day. And you could consider this investigation closed.
But she just needed him to know that she knew.
You know why you let him go, don't you? It's because you can understand what he's going through. Trapped in that amber. It's just like you're trapped over here. Why do you refuse to believe who you are? Why do you want to deny the truth about yourself?
You can't prove anything that you're saying.
But I know things.
You're in my head.
Exactly. Which means you know things too. Things about the other side. Things you couldn't possibly know unless you'd been there. Unless you were from there. On the other side, your sister Rachel is still alive. She lives in Chicago. Her husband took a job there. They live at 1934 Sherman Way. On the other side, your beautiful niece Ella is alive. She was born and it's her birthday today. She turned 7.
There's no way to prove it.
Yes, there is.
Brandon, I want to go back in the tank.
You're not scheduled for another test until tomorrow.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm just throwing it out there. She's gonna go back. But is she gonna stay longer? And be like officially back?
Something interesting. About 20 minutes ago, her brain chemistry spiked. It seems there's some dormant chemical in her brain.
Some sort of synthetic compound.
From the way it's bound to her neurons, I'd say it's been there since she was a child.
Taxifan! Oh my goodness! In the end, it actually is a saving grace for her. Ah, that is genius. Oh God, is she gonna call Peter? Calm down, Asha.
Hello?
Hi.
Aunt Liv! I knew you would forget my birthday.
She remembered the phone number too.
Aunt Liv?
Okay. All right. Let's see what they're doing.
What happened?
It didn't work. Nothing happened. All I saw was black.
Yeah, Walter is not stupid too. He might suspect she's lying. I love it! It's an equal playing field now between her and Faux Olivia. That's how I'm interpreting this anyway. Right? So what I mean by that is Faux Olivia is cognizant of, being a double agent and doing her part of whatever she's missioned to do. And now we have our Olivia who's breaking through her brainwashing to then still be our Olivia, but then now will officially pretend to be Faux Olivia and have access to the memories. Or will those memories dissipate? I guess that's yet to be seen. But either way, it's an evil. They're at an even thing, right? We don't have an Olivia that's oblivious to what's going on, which I really, really enjoy. Oh my gosh, this is such a good episode. Such a good episode. All right, so scene-wise, okay, I had the scene, of course, that I got more, emotional about because I just love the way it was performed. I love the principle behind the scene, and that's where the brother Joshua does the right thing in a sense of taking the place to save his brother because he knew the consequences of what was going to happen to his brother, and that self-sacrifice is extraordinary in and of itself, and the way it's told too, and the way they went about it. I can't praise so far how wonderful the show is to watch because it's done with so much care, and proper storytelling, essentially. Proper storytelling that is unfortunately, really lacking in some shows these days. But anyway, okay, so the scene, that was more or less the scene that gripped me on an emotional level. But now if I were to pick a scene that adds to where things may be going, I think it's obviously that last part there where we see that she's able to go back to the other side through the tank. But now that she's aware that the Peter the Peter version of her, really, I think it's her mind really talking to her, and the Cortex fan laced into her DNA, into her brain, the way they were describing it, plays a key role, I think. If you're willing to validate or deny that in whatever way possible, that'd be great, but I think so far what I've understood is the Cortex fan is the key factor that prevents her mind from being manipulated to the degree that they want, Walter Nate wants. And it's also what's helping her to still be our Olivia. And being a team player and help solving their cases, I like that moment where Broyles sees for himself that she is going to be, she's still useful. Even though he knows that's not her Olivia. She's still useful and she's helping their team in more ways than one. I mean, she saved their lives with the explosion that she heard, the bomb thing that she saved them from. So I'll look it up. You don't have to write it in the comment section. I'm going to go and check for myself the names of the actors. I think their last name is Ashmore. Yeah, I think their last name is Ashmore just because... Yeah. It's Ashmore. I just can't remember their first names. But it's nice to see them. I can't remember the last time I saw them act together. It's either one or the other, playing roles in a variety of properties. You got the X-Men, Smallville, that I remember one of them from. And there was another show, I just can't remember right now. But yeah, Ashamoji-wise, it is a hard 5 Ashamoji. It's an excellent episode. And it was The pacing of this too was just right. Just right. I like it when it's like just that right amount of speed, but like when it slows down, it's at a momentum that doesn't kind of borderline boring. I wouldn't say boring, just slow, slow. And so the pacing was perfect. It was it's a perfect episode, in my opinion. That's all I gotta say for now. So I look forward, of course, to your comments about this episode. What did you enjoy about it? And of course, any trivia that you know, let me know. And there you have it. Gotta keep up with the consistency of telling you. There you have it. That is my reaction to episode 5 from the 3rd season of Fringe. Leave your comments below. And if you want access to my full reaction to this episode with extra commentary in between scenes here and there, details about joining my club is in the description box below for you, as well as details on how you can help support this channel if you don't want to join my club, but you do want to help me continue to grow here on YouTube, remain consistent, add more reaction videos, yada, yada, yada. Your support would be greatly appreciated. So until my reaction to episode 6, I'm tuning out, peacing out, goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.